What's up guys, Rampage here again, bringing you today's question of the day. So for today's question, I'm going to be asking you guys, who is your favorite Pokemon League champion? Now you have Blue, Lance, Steven / Wallace, Cynthia, Irish / Alder, I think those were all the champions. And my favorite champion by far is definitely Lance, without a doubt. I mean, like, he has freaking 3 Dragonites, how powerful is that? So anyway, leave your answers in the comments below, and let's get started with the battle. What's up guys, Rampage here again, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Here we have a really good battle against someone who goes by the name of HydreigonMaster635 that I found off of Smogon. As you can see, we're both using rain teams. I'm using somewhat of a specially defensive Metagross, Scarp Terrakion, defensive Toad, Adamant Swine, Standard Tornadus T, and a specially defensive Dragonite in the rain. My opponent, his threats are the Jirachi, definitely for Subcalm Mind, the Keldeo, the Lucario, and the Tornadus, so I gotta watch out for all of those. And I'm not worried about the Ferrothorn or Toad just because I'm suspecting those to, just be defensive Pokemon and not really a huge threat. So without further ado, let's get started with this battle. I'm going to lead off with my Metagross, thinking that he's just going to lead off with Toad. I can set up my Stealth Rocks, but he's actually going to lead off with his Tornadus T. Go for the Heat Wave. I am able to take it because I do carry Special Defense EVs, and I'm also able to get up my Stealth Rocks. So now I'm going to switch out because I don't want to lose my Metagross just yet. I'm going to go out in the Dragonite, which can pretty much wall this thing, and the switch was pretty obvious, so he's going to go for the U-turn. He's going to break my Multi-Scale, but I think I recover it after Lefties, maybe? But anyway, he's going to go out into his Keldeo, and he's going to go for the Hidden Power Ice. I really wasn't suspecting Keldeo to carry the HP Ice, because they typically don't. And I'm just going to go for the Dragon Tail to get it out of here, do some damage, and I'm going to Dragon Tail him back out into his Tornadus T, and I'm pretty sure his Tornadus T really can't do much to me. I don't think he's carrying the Ice move, being Hidden Power Ice or Icy Wind. So I'm just going to go for the Roost. As he misses a Hurricane, I really don't think it would have taken me out anyway. But anyway, now he's just going to go for the U-turn, and he's probably just going to go back out into his Keldeo. No, I forget. What did he go out into? He's going to go out into his Politoed. Okay, yeah. So he's going to go out into his Politoed just to set up the rain because I didn't even set mine up yet. I'm going to go for the Thunder, which was a nice play because I get the Thunder, the Politoed, and I also get a Para on it, which I don't know if this really comes into play later on. So anyway, I believe I'm just going to go for another Thunder, thinking that he's just going to go for the Ice Beam. I'm in Multi-Scale, I should be able to take that. But he's going to go for the Toxic, and that's going to freaking permanently break my Multi-Scale, which kind of sucks, but whatever. It's whatever. So anyway, I believe I'm just going to go for the Hurricane this turn just to finish off this Toad, and in case you wanted to switch out, Hurricane pretty much hits all of his guys. Like, he could have went out in the Ferrothorn, Thunder wouldn't have did much to that, but Hurricane would have hit it neutrally, even though it really wouldn't have done much. But anyway, he's going to go out into his Jirachi now, and I'm fearing this thing to be Subcalm Mind, and I know Thunder won't be doing a lot to this thing. So I'm going to go out into my Politoed because Politoed can go for the Parasong and prevent this thing from staying in and sweeping me. And he is going to go for the Sub, and he's also going to go for the Calm Mind, so this is definitely a Subcalm Mind set. Now the thing is, I have to figure out which moves he's going to carry. He's in the rain, so I'm thinking that he's definitely going to have Thunder because he's in the rain. And he could be like me and carry Water Pulse on his. Well, I don't know why I said be like me because that's a standard set, but he can carry Water Pulse on his Psychic or Flash Cannon. That's the question there. But anyway, he's just going to go for another Calm Mind, which is, I don't know why you didn't just attack because I Parasonged you and you're freaking limited to staying in, so it's whatever though. Okay, I see the Water Pulse, so I'm thinking that his move pool is going to be Sub, Calm Mind, Thunder, and Water Pulse. And he's going to be able to take out my Metagross with the +2 Water Pulse in the rain. Don't think it mattered at all because of the crit. And now he's only, his Parasong count is down to 1 turn, so I'm going to go out into my Tornadus T. And I'm going to go for the U-turn knowing that he's going to switch out, not wanting to lose his Jirachi. He's going to bring out his Ferrothorn though. U-turn's actually going to do a little bit to this thing, to be honest. And I'm going to go out into my Terrakion now because Terrakion versus Ferrothorn is a pretty good matchup for me. I can just hit this thing with a close combat. He's going to go for the Protect to see what I'm going to go for. I don't know if he knows if I'm choiced or not, but I'm just going to go for the close combat. And frickin' Terrakion does not have the power to freaking take out a Ferrothorn, which is very upsetting because it's a Terrakion for Pete's sake. You're supposed to take out Ferrothorn even if you are Scarfed and not Banded or Life Orb. But no, it's not the case. He's going to take me out with a Gyro Ball easily. So I lose my Terrakion, which kinda sucks. And yeah, it just sucks. But anyway, I'm going to go into my Swan now, knowing that an Earthquake will take this thing out from that range of HP, and I don't think he really has a safe switch in. He could go out into his Tornadus T, but I do have the Ice Shard, so yeah, I guess that's the reason why he didn't go out into his Tornadus. But now he's going to go out into his Keldeo. I'm just going to switch out into my Dragonite, because Dragonite can wall this thing's stab moves, and I don't think he's going to go for the HP Ice. And he is going to go for the Surf. It's not going to do much to me, and I believe I'm just going to go for a Hurricane, maybe? Thunder? Hurricane? One of those two moves. I think I'm going to go for the Thunder. Thunder? No, I'm going to double switch out into my Politoed, predicting him to go out into his Jirachi, which is a nice play on my part because I can just go for the Parasong or the Scald, and I believe I'm going to go for the Scald, thinking that he's just going to try and attack me and not set up because he already saw that I had Parasong. So I don't know why he's trying to set up on me again knowing that I had Parasong. I'm not sure. But anyway, now he's just going to start firing off Thunders. And it's not going to do half to me, which is nice. I don't get the Para, well, he doesn't get the Para on me either, which is also nice. And I'm just going to go for Scald just to try and do damage to this thing. And I just don't want this Jirachi to be at a real high amount of HP, and I don't want this thing setting up on me all day. So anyway, I'm just going to go for the Scald again, as he's going to go for the Thunder, and I live with 56 HP. I go for the Scald, get the burn on him, which is nice, because now this Jirachi can't really sweep me because of the residual damage and whatnot, and it will be much more difficult for him to set up subs. But anyway, I'm going to go out into my Mamoswine now, thinking that he's going to go for the Thunder again just to take out my Toad. But he's going to switch up moves, go for the Water Pulse, which is a good play on his part. I know I should be able to take one because he's unboosted, but he gets a crit on me, and I'm going to lose my Swine. How much does crit matter? I'm not sure. It could have mattered potentially in the end, as you'll see. But anyway, I'm going to go out into my Tornadus now. Just going to go for the Hurricane. I didn't want to U-turn and give him switch initiative, so that's why I just stayed in and went for the Hurricane. And I'm able to take out the Jirachi. So now he's going to go out into his Keldeo, which is interesting because it kind of suggests that he is Scarfed. So I'm going to switch out into my Toad as Death Father, as he's just going to go for the Hidden Power Ice. And yeah, he's going to go for the HP Ice, predicting the switch in the Dragonite most likely, and that's why I went out in the Toad. And HP Ice doesn't do much, so I'm going to retaliate with a Scald as he brings out his Tornadus. I don't know why he went out into this. Well, it's probably his... No, he could have just stayed in with his Keldeo, really. I don't really know why. Anyway, I'm going to take out his Tornadus, which is great, and he's going to go out into his Lucario now, which is a huge threat, because he's going to set up that Sword Stance, and +2 Lucario with Life Orb is just a huge threat, like I just said. I'm going to go for the Scald. Doesn't do as much as I thought it would, and I don't get the burn, unfortunately. And he's going to hit me with a close combat. That's definitely going to take me out from that range of HP, of course. And I just have to hope that an Extreme Speed can't take out my Tornadus T. So I'm going to go out into my Tornadus T. He's actually going to go for the Bullet Punch, so maybe he doesn't have Extreme Speed. I don't know. And I'm just going to hit him with a Hurricane, and that's going to take out the Lucario, obviously, definitely, easily. Or I could have went out into my Dragonite as well. I don't know why I didn't do that. But anyway, now he's going to go out into his Keldeo, and the way he keeps bringing it in definitely implies that this thing is Scarfed. So I'm going to go out into my Dragonite as Death Balder because I'm pretty sure he's going to go for the HP Ice, and I want to get the regenerated recovery for my Tornadus so that hopefully I might be able to take one and take out this Keldeo. Hopefully. So he's going to go for the HP Ice, and you know, Tornadus does have pretty good bulk, but I'm not able to take HP Ice from that range of health. He does outspeed me, meaning that he is Scarfed, and that's going to be the game. So that was a very close one, though. It was a really fun battle, really good one. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please push that like button. Also leave a comment. I do enjoy reading your comments. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I was originally going to upload this to Moshpit, but I figured I needed to battle on my own channel, so yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the near future. Peace.